Hey guys, it's Victoria and welcome back to FemmeHead. Today is the last video of 2017 for me, on this channel at least. I might be doing more on my vlog channel, I don't know. I don't know how that's gonna correlate. But anyways, today I wanted to talk about how important your environment and the things you are surrounded by are, because I don't think we give our environment the credit it deserves. And today specifically I wanted to talk about like 3 things. I was on a real kick a few weeks ago, and it started one day while I was journaling in the morning, and I really wanted to create this ideal atmosphere for me to work in. I've worked pretty hard on kind of creating my ideal workspace that is behind me. This is my desk. This is where I sit and work every day for hours on end. And I love it. It's so peaceful and it's so calm. I've been into minimalism for a while, but then within the past month or 2, I've also discovered hygge and lagom, however you pronounce it. And all of these things are just feeding into creating the ideal environment, consciously choosing what to include in your life instead of just like carelessly stumbling through your life and just being like, whatever, that works too. But I'm much more into just making conscious decisions and being in control in that aspect. How am I starting my days? Is my apartment clean or messy? What sort of decor do I have? What is my decorating style? And how does all of this make me feel? So today I thought it would be fun to dig into this a little bit more and talk about why your environment, your atmosphere, whatever you want to call it, is so important. So let's start with the people that you spend your time with. Are you in a relationship? What are the people that you work with like? Do you have friends that are catty or supportive and inspiring? There's a few different quotes that come to mind when I think about this area of it, and one of them goes something like, a man is known by the company he keeps, or you can judge a man by his 5 or 10 closest friends, or something like that. But it's just this idea that you can tell a lot about a person by the people they spend their time with. So if you have those toxic people in your life and you know who they are, that are sucking out the joy, the excitement, the like spunk, and the drive that you have, it might be time to give them the boot, or maybe cut down slowly on the time you spend with them. I feel like nowadays I have a lot of control over who I spend my time with because I work from home. So I have to go out of my way to meet up with someone. Especially when I was working for different companies around town, there was always a couple people that were just toxic as hell. It's not that they were bad people, they were good people, but they just really just brought me down, and some of them were even my friends. So there comes a time in life when you realize that life is only so long, and it really matters who you spend time with, and why would you want to spend time with people that make you feel bad? Who's in your inner circle, the next layer and the next layer, and how much time you're giving to these people that aren't good for you. Next, what are the experiences you are having? I think this is very much a part of what you are surrounded by, because these are things that you are doing, these are things that you're experiencing, and sometimes on a day-to-day basis. So do you wake up, go to work, come home, and go to bed? There was a few years where that's just what I did, but at the time that's what I had to do because I had just graduated from college. I was living at home with my parents. I was working 3 jobs, and it was my goal to make as much money as possible while I was living with them. And I could put all that money I made into my student loans. And while I still have student loans left over, I'm getting so close to having them paid off. That was a goal of mine at the time. Just be like, let me just funnel all of the money I make into my student loans to, you know, knock out a chunk of them. So if you have a goal to pay off something and you're working 2 jobs or 3 jobs, or if you have to work 2 to 3 jobs because that's what you have to do to get by, I totally understand that. But make time, even if it's just 15 minutes, make time before you go to work and after you go to work for you to do something that is completely unrelated to work. It could be a bubble bath, it could be reading, it could be catching a drink with a friend, whatever it may be. You need to be making time for stuff outside of that. Do you travel? I think people have the misconception that travel has to be some extravagant, expensive thing, and it doesn't. And you don't have to travel halfway across the world to travel. You can travel within your own city, within your state, country, your neighborhood. There's new things to be discovered and experiences to be had right outside your front door. And that sounds so corny and cheesy, but it is so true. There is so much here in Des Moines that I have yet to do that is on my bucket list, for lack of a better term. I don't have to travel travel far to go there, but it still has that same experience. And this is definitely going to be one of my goals for 2018, making time and putting more of an effort into having those day-to-day experiences. Probably not even a mile from here is a botanical garden, and I've wanted to go to it for years. I've just never gotten around to it. I have tried to get Michael to go with me, and he has zero interest in going to a botanical garden, which, you know, to each their own. So I'm going to make a list of places around Des Moines that I want to visit this coming year, and I think I'm gonna make a couple videos about it on my second channel. I wanna have those experiences, and I don't wanna put them off anymore. Literally a mile away, I could walk there. I ran past it all the time this summer, and I just wanna go in and see the freaking garden. And the final thing on today's list, what are the physical things that you are surrounded by? Do you feel like you're drowning in stuff, or can you never find what you're looking for because there's too much stuff? Or have you ever like been going through your closet looking for something and then found something else and been like, oh, I totally forgot I had that shirt. I love that shirt. I was definitely there to where I couldn't even see what was in my closet. Like I would have to pry the clothes that were hung up apart to like get something out or get it back in. And now I have more room in there than I know what to do with. So if going into a room or opening a closet or a drawer or a cabinet in your house gives you a lot of anxiety just thinking about it because it is so absolutely cluttered, make it a goal to go through it, and I guarantee you're gonna feel so much better when you get through that area. And then I promise it's addicting, and you're gonna work your way through the rest of your home and you're gonna feel lighter than a freaking feather. And then once you've cleared out all the things that mean nothing to you and you don't actually really even like, and all that's left are the things you actually love, then you can start adding in more things you love. And it's not, okay, I have space so now I need to go out and buy. Having less definitely helps me see what I actually need, but at the same time, once you've done all the work to clear it out, you don't want to just cram it all back in, cram in new stuff. It's definitely made me become a much more conscious consumer, and I double and triple think through everything I buy. Everything in my home that I own are things that I actually like, or Michael likes because he also lives here. There's no better feeling than having just what you need and being able to arrange and organize those things in a way where everything has a home, because this just makes life so much easier on so many different levels. And then when you walk into your home, you get a warm and fuzzy feeling inside instead of anxiety because there's clutter everywhere. So my point today is the things that you surround yourself by matter because they're going to influence how you feel. If my house is cluttered, my brain is cluttered. If I'm hanging out with people that are toxic, I'm going to feel crappier. And if I'm not getting out into the world and having experiences, I get a little blue and down on myself. I know all these things are important and they're things that I need to put time and effort into. And anyways, I was just on a very big kick the other day and I was like, I should just talk about this. Take a moment to take stock of what you are coming into contact with on a day-to-day basis, and whether that's actually what you want to spend your time, money, whatever it may be on. And then you can start making little changes here and there, and slowly but surely you'll just feel fan-freaking-tastic. While there's plenty of stuff out in the world that you have no control over, there is plenty of stuff in your life that you do have control over. What are some of the strategies that you guys have with picking who or what gets to be a part of your life? Because I know there are really great strategies out there. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Do not forget to subscribe to FemmeHead and like this video if you want to see more videos like this. And I will see you guys in my next video in 2018. Bye guys!